my son, my daughter. In moments of contemplation and stillness, when the world around you seems to slow down and offer a space for introspection, I invite you to draw even closer and immerse yourself in the most significant story ever shared. Consider the vastness and depth of the purest love, that love which transcends human understanding, a love so vast that it embraces every facet of existence. I, who dwell in eternity, chose to express my essence in an unimaginably close and palpable way through the life of Jesus. This act is not just a manifestation of closeness, it is a testimony to the boundless love I have for you. This singular gesture raises profound questions about the nature of a God who not only watches from afar, but chooses to be intimately involved with His creation, walking alongside you in every journey and challenge. Consider for a moment the supreme sacrifice, a demonstration of love so immense that it became the focal point of all human history. For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. These words resonate through the centuries, not just as a promise, but as an eternal invitation to experience a love that knows no boundaries, a love freely offered to all, without exception. This divine love is not limited by time, space, or circumstance. It extends to every open heart, to every soul willing to embrace it. Allow yourself to reflect on the magnitude of this love, a love that chose incarnation, living among us, sharing our pains, our joys, our struggles and triumphs. A love that experienced betrayal, suffering, and death, but triumphed over them all to offer you, my son, my daughter, the hope of renewed life. This is the love that calls each by name, that knows every personal story, every fear, and every dream, yet chooses to give itself wholly. How will you respond to this love? How will you allow this transformative truth to shape your life, your choices, your relationships? The invitation is before you, not as an imposition, but as a gentle offer, waiting for you to take the next step toward a deeper relationship with me. In this moment of silence and reflection, I ask you, open your heart to the love that transcends all understanding. Let this awareness of the supreme sacrifice illuminate every part of your being, bringing peace, comfort, and the assurance that you are never alone. This love is your strength, your hope, and your guide, always present, always reachable, always ready to embrace you with open arms. My son, my daughter, remember this love at every step of your journey. May it be the light that guides your decisions, the comfort in your adversities, and the joy in your moments of gratitude. This love is your safe refuge, the boundless source of your strength and courage. In it, you find the true meaning of life, the promise of renewal, and the hope of better days. So I ask you with love and anticipation, are you ready to live fully in the light of this eternal love? Are you prepared to let it transform every aspect of your life, filling it with purpose, meaning, and joy? The path is open, and I am here, always by your side, guiding, protecting, and loving you at every step of this extraordinary journey. At the core of my being shines forth a divine empathy, an endless reservoir of understanding and compassion that transcends mere human sympathy. This empathy is the essence of who I am, allowing me to feel deeply your pains and struggles, as well as your joys and successes, as if they were my own. Just as a father or a mother knows their children intimately and deeply, understanding every quirk, every laughter, and every tear, I know you by name. Understand every thought that crosses your minds, every sigh that escapes your lips, and every desire hidden in your hearts. My presence among you is an unwavering constant, a sanctuary of peace and security, where each one can take refuge to find unconditional love and complete acceptance, without judgment or reservation. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear Him. Psalms 103:13. This biblical passage not only illustrates, but also deeply resonates with the nature of my compassion for you. It reflects the paternal and maternal love I have for each one, a love that is tender, protective, and infinitely patient. In every journey you undertake, in every obstacle you face, and in every triumph you celebrate, I am by your side, walking with you, sharing every moment. In every fall, whether it results from external challenges or internal struggles, I am there, ready to lift you up with gentle hands, to heal the visible and invisible wounds, and to restore what has been lost or broken. My presence is a testimony of my eternal commitment to you, a promise that you will never have to face life's storms alone. I offer not only comfort, but also strength and guidance, a beacon of hope amidst the shadows, guiding you back to the path when you feel lost or disoriented. This love and compassion I offer are unconditional, not based on merits or actions, but are a free gift, available to all who open their hearts to receive it. It is a love that forgives and forgets, that rejoices in truth and justice, and that always seeks the best for you, even in the most challenging circumstances. I encourage you, my children, to always remember this truth. No matter how arduous the path may be, no matter how deep the pain or how great the challenge, you are never alone. My divine empathy, my understanding, and my love are always with you, offering you refuge, comfort, and the promise of a new beginning. May this certainty be the foundation upon which you build your lives, the light that illuminates your journey, and the strength that propels you forward, even against adversity. I am always here, embracing each one of you with eternal love, ready to listen, guide, and celebrate every step of your way. Embrace this love, let it heal your wounds and light your path, for it is within this divine love that you will find true rest, peace, and joy. At the heart of my message to you lies the deepest mystery and ultimate expression of love that transcends all human understanding, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. These events are not mere historical passages. They represent the quintessence of my love and grace, extending beyond the bounds of time and space, opening the doors of eternity to all who open themselves to believe. Through Jesus' death, the veil of separation was torn, and by his resurrection, eternal life was assured, offering every soul the precious opportunity for spiritual rebirth. This grand act of love is not just an invitation for you to walk alongside eternity, but also a vigorous call for profound transformation here and now, in the innermost depths of your being. When I said, "I have come that they may have life, and have it to the full," John 10:10, I was promising more than mere existence. I was offering a life filled with meaning, purpose, and joy, even in the face of the most challenging adversities. This promise is the beacon of hope that never fades, the light that shines in the darkness, ensuring that no matter how arduous the journey, there is a sublime purpose awaiting you. Through this eternal truth, I invite you to reflect on the magnitude of this divine love that was fully given for your sake. Imagine the supreme sacrifice, Jesus' total surrender, who, knowing every pain, every suffering that would come, chose the path of the cross out of love for you. This unconditional love is the foundation upon which you are called to build your life, a life not based on earthly achievements, but rooted and grounded in divine love. Consider for a moment the transformative power of this truth in your life. What would it be like to live each day aware that you were loved to such an extent that God Himself became man, suffered, and died for you? How would this awareness change the way you face your challenges, your relationships, your choices? This is the invitation to transformation that I extend to you today. To live a life that reflects this love and sacrifice, a life that radiates the light of hope and grace to all around you. The journey of faith is not a path free of obstacles. However, it is amidst adversities that true purpose is revealed and hope is strengthened. Remember that just as Jesus conquered death, you too can overcome the difficulties you encounter, not by your own strength, but by the strength that comes from me through faith. This is the mystery of faith, believing in the unseen, trusting in the unimaginable, and finding peace in the inexplicable. Just as Jesus rose victorious, you are called to rise each day with the certainty that you are guided by a divine hand, capable of transforming suffering into joy, loss into gain, death into life. It is in this daily walk, in this constant rebirth, that true life is found. A life not marked by the pursuit of fleeting satisfactions, but by the relentless pursuit of an eternal purpose, shaped by the love, mercy, and grace that I freely offer to you. I encourage you to open your heart to this truth, allowing it to transform every aspect of your being. May the remembrance of Jesus' death and resurrection be the light that guides your steps, the strength that sustains your faith, and the hope that renews your spirit with each new dawn. Remember, the life I offer you is abundant, full, and eternal, a life that transcends the limits of this world, anchored in the promise of an eternity by my side. Amidst the immeasurable generosity of my grace, I extend to you the most sublime invitation, opening the gates of paradise, not as a reward for merits achieved, but as a manifestation of my infinite love and boundless mercy. In this act of love, I reveal that there is no human act, whether grand or simple, capable of deserving what has already been offered so graciously and freely. This grace, such a magnificent gift, is the purest testimony of my unconditional love for you, proof that my love transcends works, embracing each being for who they truly are. When I state, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God," Ephesians 2:8. I am inviting you to recognize the depth of this divine gift, which is not based on human efforts, but on the ability to believe and receive the immeasurable value of this gift. This invitation to salvation is a call to true freedom, to live fully in the light of my presence, aware that you are wholly loved, not for your actions or achievements, but for the pure and unchanging essence of your being. This principle of unconditional love is the cornerstone upon which I desire you to build your life, recognizing that, regardless of your deeds, you are precious in my sight. In every moment of doubt, in every phase of uncertainty, remember this truth. You are loved simply for who you are, not for what you do. This revelation not only frees the heart from heavy burdens, but also paves the way for a deeper and more authentic relationship with me, where love, and not fear of failure, is the driving force. In this context of grace, I invite you to reflect on the freedom that comes with the understanding that my love is an unconditional gift. Imagine living each day with the certainty that, regardless of the highs and lows, the mistakes or successes, my love for you remains constant, unshakable. This is true freedom, the freedom to err and still be loved, the freedom to be imperfect and still be embraced by my grace. Furthermore, this understanding that you are saved by grace through faith serves as a continuous invitation to cultivate a relationship of trust and dependence on me. It is a call to live a life that reflects gratitude and acknowledgement for the grace received, a life that, even in adversities, remains anchored in faith and hope. It is an opportunity for every action, every word, and every thought to be expressions of love and gratitude, a mirror of the divine love that flows through you. I encourage you to fully embrace the freedom that my grace offers. Let this truth permeate every aspect of your life, transforming your relationships, your choices, and your daily walk. May the awareness of being loved for who you are illuminate your days, guiding you to live authentically and fully, free from the chains of merit and fear. Always remember, you are a reflection of my love, a unique creation, loved and valued beyond all human understanding, invited to live in the fullness of my presence, under the generous shadow of my grace. In reflecting on my vulnerability and accessibility, I want you to understand the depth with which your choices resonate in my heart. My decision to become accessible and vulnerable is not an act of weakness, but a powerful demonstration of the infinite love I have for you. By allowing your actions, your pains, and your joys to directly affect me. I reveal the immeasurable value of free will, the stage where true love has the opportunity to flourish. This love, which chooses to surrender despite uncertainties, is the same love that led me to endure extreme suffering on the cross, an act not only of vulnerability, but of total surrender, aiming to break the chains of sin that separated us. The depth of this love is fully revealed when we consider that this is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. 1 John 3:16. This verse not only articulates the ultimate sacrifice that was made on your behalf, but also establishes a model of love and sacrifice to be followed. True love, as I have demonstrated, chooses to give of itself day after day, fully aware of the risks involved. This is the essence of love that chooses, that sacrifices, that makes itself vulnerable for the possibility of a deeper connection, for true communion. In reflecting on my vulnerability, it is essential to recognize that every choice you make, whether of love, forgiveness, or compassion, has the power to deeply touch me. Your ability to love, even in the face of difficulties, to give of yourself, even when facing adversities, is an echo of the sacrificial love I demonstrated on the cross. It is a powerful testimony of the strength that resides in true love, a love that does not hesitate in sacrifice, that stands firm despite vulnerabilities. This call to sacrificial love is not a heavy burden to bear, but a glorious opportunity to live authentically and meaningfully. It is an invitation to discover the joy and freedom that come from a life lived in love. A love that is not ashamed in the face of possible pain, but rejoices in the opportunity to make a difference, to transform lives, to heal hearts. So, as you walk daily, remember the transformative power of love that allows itself to be vulnerable. Consider how your choices affect not only me, but also those around you. May your life be a reflection of the love that chooses to surrender, that seeks opportunities to show compassion, to reach out, to offer solace. May the example of the supreme love that endured the cross inspire you to live in a way that honors that sacrifice, loving selflessly, promoting unity and communion. May this understanding of vulnerable and sacrificial love guide your actions and choices. May you be motivated not by fear of pain, but by the power of love that has the potential to transform everything. By surrendering to this love, you open yourself to a life of profound meaning, actively participating in the redemption and restoration of the world around you. Always remember, your vulnerability in love is not a weakness, but the purest and most powerful manifestation of the strength that resides in a heart willing to love as I have loved, to surrender as I have surrendered. In the supreme act of divine adoption, I extend to you an invitation that transcends mere earthly existence. I call you to a relationship of unparalleled depth, to become my sons and daughters, integrated into my eternal family, shaped in my image and likeness. This sublime gesture of love elevates each of you to a level of dignity and worth that transcends earthly measures, bestowing upon you an identity that is both a privilege and a calling. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, and that is what we are. 1 John 3:1. This verse is not only an affirmation of your new identity, it is also a reminder of the responsibility that comes with this noble title. To be called my son or my daughter is to enter into a love story that began even before the foundation of the world, a story where you are loved so deeply and unconditionally that it transcends all human understanding. This divine adoption is the ultimate expression of my desire to be close to you, to walk with you in every moment of your life, guiding, comforting, and strengthening you. Therefore, as my beloved children, I invite you to reflect the love that has been so generously given to you in every glance, every gesture, every word. May your lives be mirrors of divine love, reflecting the light of this love in a world often marked by darkness. May you live as living witnesses of transforming love, love that is not limited to words, but is manifested in concrete actions, in kindness, in compassion, in service to others. In this journey of divine sonship and daughtership, you are called to be lights in this world, bearers of hope and love that have the power to change realities, to heal broken hearts, to restore shattered lives. This is the sublime purpose to which you have been called, a mission that confers upon you an unparalleled dignity, for you carry within you the image of the Creator, and with it, the ability to love as I have loved, to forgive as I have forgiven, to serve as I have served. May this awareness of being sons and daughters of God inspire you to live authentically and courageously, always seeking to reflect the divine character in your lives. May the love you receive daily from me be the source of your strength and inspiration, motivating you to build meaningful relationships, to make choices aligned with the values of the kingdom, to be agents of transformation in every environment you find yourselves in. As members of my family, each of you has a unique and indispensable role in the grand narrative of divine love. Always be aware of the honor and responsibility that come with this calling. Live in such a way that through your lives, the world may see and know the love that has adopted you, the love that has named you as its own, the love that never fails. May each day be an opportunity for you to shine with the light of this eternal love, leaving an indelible mark of kindness and hope wherever you go. As you reflect on the depth and magnitude of the invitation I extend to you, I want to reiterate a truth that is the foundation of all that I am and all that I offer. I am love incarnate, the pure essence of love that does not rest, that does not cease in its pursuit of a personal and transformative relationship with each of you. This love, which is the very foundation of the universe, is what motivates every invitation I make, every call to transformation, every gesture of divine adoption I have offered before. My desire is to establish an intimate relationship with you, a relationship where surrender and faith are the keys that open the doors to the fullness of life. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. 1 John 4:8. This passage is not only an affirmation of my nature, but also an invitation for you to fully open yourself to this love, allowing it to be the craftsman that shapes your hearts and your lives. Allowing yourself to be enveloped by this love means opening yourself to a transformation that goes beyond the surface, reaching into the deepest parts of your being. It means letting this love reshape your priorities, influence your decisions, and guide your steps. This love is not passive. It is active and tirelessly seeks a response, an echo, a correspondence. It desires not only to be received, but also to be shared, experienced in every aspect of your existence. As you allow yourself to be enveloped by this love, you will discover that life takes on a new dimension, full of meaning, purpose, and joy. This love has the power to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, to bring light to the deepest shadows, to bring hope where there was once despair. It is a love that does not shy away from challenges, but faces them with courage, knowing that the final victory has already been assured. In this journey together toward eternity, I want each step you take to be marked by the certainty of this love that surrounds, sustains, and guides you. May the awareness of being immersed in this love be the force that propels you to live fully and authentically, reflecting the love you have received in every interaction, in every choice, in every moment of your lives. As you open yourselves to this love, you will find true freedom, a freedom that transcends human understanding, that frees from fears, doubts, and insecurities. It is a freedom that invites total surrender, confident that in the vulnerability of that surrender, true strength and true peace are found. So I invite you to surrender yourselves without reservation to this love, to live each day with the certainty that you are being led by loving hands toward a destination that transcends any expectation. Allow this love to be the guide of your lives, the compass that directs you, the light that illuminates your paths. Together, in communion with this love, we will walk in the beauty of a journey that not only enriches the present life, but also paves the way for eternity. May this moment of deep reflection become a transcendent portal, leading you to a broader and deeper understanding of the love and sacrifice I poured out for you. This love, which manifested most purely and powerfully on the cross, is not just a chapter of history, but the living essence of my relationship with each of you. May the magnitude of this sacrifice inspire in your hearts a response of faith, a genuine surrender, and an unwavering pursuit of the intimate relationship I have longed to establish with you since the dawn of creation. This call to understanding is not just an invitation to recognize the demonstrated love, but also a plea for you to live in the light of this love every day. May the awareness of this unconditional love and immeasurable sacrifice motivate you to respond with unwavering faith, with total surrender of your hearts and lives, and with a constant dedication to seeking this deep and personal relationship with me. May each day, as you contemplate the love poured out for you, inspire you to open your hearts even more, to surrender without reservation, to seek a closer communion with me. May this inspiration not be limited to moments of reflection, but permeate every aspect of your lives, influencing your choices, guiding your actions, and shaping your relationships. Let this invitation to a profound understanding of my love and sacrifice be the beginning of a transformative journey in your lives. A journey where faith is not just a belief, but a living force that moves mountains, where surrender is not a loss, but an incomparable gain, and where the pursuit of a relationship with me is not a task, but an adventure filled with discoveries and endless joys. In this path of faith, surrender, and constant seeking, may you find the fullness of the life I promised. May each step taken on this journey be accompanied by the certainty of my eternal love and the comfort of my redeeming sacrifice. Allow this moment of reflection to become a milestone in your lives, a turning point that leads you to an increasingly deeper and richer experience of divine love, a love that calls, heals, restores, and transforms. Thus, I encourage each of you to respond to this love with your whole being, to open your hearts fully to this relationship I offered from the beginning. May your response to this call be a living reflection of the love poured out for you, a love that knows no bounds, a love that eternally seeks to bring each son and daughter closer to the heart of the Father.